Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com the second week of May 2024. Legacy.com is where you can find any obituary or publish an obituary in any newspaper in America and beyond. Baseball player Sean Burroughs died May 9, 2024 in Long Beach, California. He died of cardiac arrest at the age of 43. He was a third baseman for the San Diego Padres for several seasons, and he was on the gold medal-winning U.S. baseball team at the 2000 Summer Olympics. Burroughs is also being remembered for winning back-to-back Little League World Series when he was 11 and 12 years old, including pitching 2 no-hitters. Comedian James Gregory died May 9, 2024, of cardiac complications at the age of 78. He was the self-styled funniest man in America, known for clean comedy delivered in his trademark Southern drawl. Gregory is also being remembered for his frequent appearances on such radio shows as Bob and Tom and Rick and Bubba. Journalist Sam Rubin died May 10, 2024 in Los Angeles. He died of a heart attack at the age of 64. He was a longtime entertainment reporter on KTLA in Los Angeles, and he hosted shows on the Reels channel. Rubin is being remembered for his many celebrity interviews and his lighthearted approach to entertainment news. Musician Dennis Thompson died May 9, 2024 in Taylor, Michigan. He died while recovering from a heart attack at the age of 75. He was the drummer for the groundbreaking Detroit-based rock group MC5, which helped set the stage for punk rock. Thompson is being remembered as the last surviving member of the influential band. Author Shirley Conran died May 9, 2024 at the age of 91. She wrote racy novels like Lace and Crimson, as well as the acclaimed household manual Superwoman. Conran is also being remembered for her contribution to math education in the UK as the founder of the Maths Anxiety Trust, for which she was honored as a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire. A note to remember, sometimes personal information, such as someone's cause of death, is not announced immediately by their family or the authorities. When a cause of death has not been officially confirmed, we do not report on rumors. Every family has a right to their privacy. Boxer Art One Glove Jimmerson died May 8, 2024 at the age of 60. He was a legend of mixed martial arts as one of the competitors in the very first Ultimate Fighting Championship. He famously fought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master Royce Gracie while wearing one boxing glove before tapping out. Jimmerson is also being remembered for his boxing career and his work as a boxing trainer. Politician Chris Cannon died May 8, 2024 at the age of 73. He represented Utah as a Republican in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1997 to 2009. Cannon is being remembered as one of the House managers who led the impeachment trial of President Bill Clinton. Filmmaker Roger Corman died May 9, 2024 at his home in Santa Monica, California at the age of 98. He was called the King of the Bees for the many cult classic low-budget films he made, including The Wild Angels, House of Usher, and Rock and Roll High School. He is also being remembered for mentoring young directors. He helped launch the careers of future legends like Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, and Ron Howard. Corman was a U.S. Navy veteran who served in the 1940s. Mathematician and investor Jim Simons died May 10, 2024 in New York at the age of 86. Formerly a math professor, he applied his knowledge of pattern recognition to Wall Street and became one of the richest people in the world. Simons is also being remembered for donating billions of dollars to charities. Actress and stunt performer Susan Backlinie died May 11, 2024, at her home in Ventura, California. She died of a heart attack at the age of 77. She became a horror movie icon when she played Chrissy, the first person to be attacked by the shark in Jaws. Backlinie is also being remembered for taking another ill-fated swim in the later Steven Spielberg film, 1941. Comedian and actor Rudy Moreno died May 10, 2024, in Los Angeles. He died of complications from a stroke and sepsis at the age of 66. He was known as the Godfather of Latino Comedy, performing at comedy clubs like the Ice House, as well as appearing on such TV shows as Arrested Development and Everybody Loves Raymond. Moreno is also being remembered for mentoring up-and-coming comedians, helping them navigate the often difficult comedy circuit. Hockey player Ron Ellis died May 11, 2024, at the age of 79. He played for the Toronto Maple Leafs for 16 seasons, including their 1967 Stanley Cup victory, and he was a member of Team Canada when they beat the Soviet Union in the 1972 Summit Series. Ellis is also being remembered as the Hockey Hall of Fame's longtime director of public affairs. Advertising executive Mary Wells Lawrence died May 11, 2024, in London at the age of 95. The co-founder and CEO of the ad agency Wells Rich Green, she was behind many memorable ad slogans like I Heart New York, Plop Plop Fizz Fizz, and Raise Your Hand If You're Sure. Lawrence is being remembered as an ad industry legend and the first woman CEO of a company listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Forensic pathologist Dr. Cyril Wecht died May 13, 2024, at the age of 93. He was best known for his extensive study of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and his conclusion that the evidence suggested more than one shooter. He is also being remembered for consulting on probes of high-profile deaths, such as those of JonBenet Ramsey, Anna Nicole Smith, and Elvis Presley. Wecht was a U.S. Air Force veteran who served in the Medical Corps in the 1950s and 60s. Actor and producer Mark Damon died May 12, 2024, in Los Angeles. He died of natural causes at the age of 91. He starred in Roger Corman's House of Usher, then relocated to Italy and starred in many spaghetti westerns in the 1960s and 70s. Damon is also being remembered for his later career in film distribution. He revolutionized the industry and blazed a trail for independent distributors. Writer and actor Samm-Art Willams died May 13, 2024, in Burgaw, North Carolina, at the age of 78. His play, Home, was nominated for a Tony Award when it debuted in 1979. The drama is returning to Broadway this summer. Willams is also being remembered as a writer and producer on shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Martin. Actress Gudrun Ure died May 14, 2024, at her home in London at the age of 98. She was the star of the 1980s UK children's TV show Supergran. Ure is also being remembered for her appearances on such TV shows as Midsummer Murders, The 10th Kingdom, and Casualty. Author Alice Munro died May 13, 2024, in Ontario. She died after suffering from dementia at the age of 92. She was one of Canada's great authors, known for her short story collections. Munro is being remembered for her many honors, including the 2013 Nobel Prize in Literature and the 2009 International Booker Prize. Musician John Barbata died May 8, 2024, at the age of 79. He played drums with several great classic rock bands, the Turtles, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Jefferson Airplane, and Jefferson Starship. Barbata is being remembered for his work on classic live albums, Neil Young's Time Fades Away and Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's Four-Way Street. The Reverend William Bill Lawson died May 14, 2024, at the age of 95. He was a prominent civil rights activist and religious leader in Houston who founded Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church and led it for more than 40 years. Lawson is being remembered for helping peacefully desegregate Houston in 1960 and for his activism work alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Comic book artist and writer Don Perlin died May 14, 2024, at the age of 94. He co-created the Marvel Comics character Moon Knight. He is also being remembered for his work on such comics as Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, and Transformers. Perlin was a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1950s. Actress and model Roxanne died May 2, 2024, in Minneapolis at the age of 95. Born Dolores Rosedale, she starred on the early TV game show Beat the Clock as the assistant to host Bud Collyer. Roxanne is also being remembered for appearing alongside Marilyn Monroe in The 7-Year Itch. Musician David Sanborn died May 12, 2024, in Tarrytown, New York. He died of prostate cancer at the age of 78. He won 6 Grammy Awards for his smooth jazz and R&B, including for his albums Voyeur, Double Vision, and Close Up. Sanborn is being remembered for collaborating with greats like David Bowie, Stevie Wonder, Billy Joel, and many more. Do you have questions for our Legacy News team? We're planning a future video to introduce ourselves and answer some of your questions about our weekly news video. Please leave a comment with your questions, and thank you for watching. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 5 years ago this week, actress and singer Doris Day died at the age of 97. She was the beloved star of such movies as Pillow Talk and Calamity Jane. 5 years ago this week, actor and comedian Tim Conway died at the age of 85. He was hilarious on The Carol Burnett Show and McHale's Navy, and in his Dorf sports videos. 5 years ago this week, actress Peggy Lipton died at the age of 72. She played a crime-solving flower child in The Mod Squad, and later returned to TV for a role in Twin Peaks. 12 years ago this week, singer and songwriter Donna Summer died at the age of 63. She was the queen of disco, known for hits like I Feel Love, Bad Girls, and Hot Stuff. 20 years ago this week, actor Tony Randall died at the age of 84. He was an Emmy Award winner as a star of the hit TV sitcom The Odd Couple. 34 years ago this week, singer, actor, dancer, and comedian Sammy Davis Jr. died at the age of 64. He was one of the great stars of the 20th century, a member of the Rat Pack who had an enduring hit song with The Candyman. 34 years ago this week, puppeteer and filmmaker Jim Henson died at the age of 53. He created the beloved Muppets and Fraggle Rock, and he directed such films as The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth. Pianist and singer Liberace was born 105 years ago this week. He died in February 1987 at the age of 67. Millions of fans watched his self-titled TV show and loved his flamboyant style. Boxer Joe Louis was born 110 years ago this week. He died in April 1981 at the age of 66. He was the world heavyweight champion for 12 years in the 1930s and 40s, longer than any other boxing champion in history. Artist Salvador Dali was born 120 years ago this week. He died in January 1989 at the age of 84. His surrealist paintings are some of the most celebrated artworks of the 20th century. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags across the United States have been lowered in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day and Police Week. Flags in New York have been lowered to honor the memory of New York State Thruway Authority employee Vincent "Vinny" Giamarva. Flags in Ohio have been lowered to honor the memory of Euclid police officer Jacob Durbin. Flags in California have been lowered to honor the memory of San Quentin Rehabilitation Center correctional officer Frank Salas. Flags in Wisconsin have been lowered in honor of Hmong Lao Veterans Day. Flags in Iowa have been lowered in honor of Iowa's Peace Officer Memorial Ceremony. Flags in New Jersey have been lowered to honor the memory of State Police Trooper Marcellus E. Bethia. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. At Legacy.com, any family can publish an obituary in honor of a loved one's memory online and in local newspapers everywhere. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.